Hi, and welcome to this fourth episode of our all-time favorite topic, Android development. Okay, let's get started and let's make coding great once again. This is the app that we currently have, which is a list of our favorite movies. If we click on any one of them, we get taken to a more detailed screen whereby we can see, for example, the description of the movie. And we could also buy or pretend to buy a number of tickets of this movie. So for example, let's buy 2 tickets. That's 2 times 3.5, that's 7 reals. And we could also book this movie. If we click on book, we get a notification in here saying thank you for booking 2 tickets of this 2019 movie for 7 reals. Alright, and by the way, all of this data is currently stored in Firebase on the internet. So here we are, look, all of this data are in here on Firebase. So that means that this data is directly fetched from the Firebase database across the internet in real time. Okay, so now let's take this app further, and the plan is to add support for Google Maps and navigations and location services and things like that. But let's first start with something very simple. Okay, so let's first change this image view into a circular image view. That would look nice, right? Okay, so there's lots of ways on how to do this. So let's go to Google and let's actually Google circle image view. Alright, and let's select the first result, which is this one. Okay, that's because I've Googled it before, to be honest. And so if we use this library, we would have something like this, which I think it looks good enough for us, right? That looks nice. At least it's far better than we have right now. Okay, so this is how to use it. We'll first have to use this dependency. We can then just use it like this. Okay, so let's first of all copy this line of code, which is the dependency, and let's go to our Android Studio. Let's make sure that we go to the Gradle file, which is the app one, not the project one, the app one. Okay, and in the dependencies section, okay, I'll have it there just before the test implementation. And let me paste this. Now what we need to do is to make sure that we sync our project. Okay, so let's sync that. And that, I think that has done it for us, at least for me. Okay, I don't know about you. So now let's go back to our layout file, which is this one, movie list row. Okay, let's click on that. And let's go back to Google and let's copy this. Okay, and let's just paste it in here, right? So now we don't need this image view in here, so let's make sure that we comment it. Commenting XML is exactly the same as the comments in HTML. And let's make sure that the properties in here match the properties there. So first of all, we don't have a profile image, so let's have Die Hard in here, okay, just as this one. And the most important thing is that let's have the exact same ID as in here. Otherwise, you will get errors, as you will see in here. Okay, so let's make sure we copy this ID and let's have it in here. Okay, now we have an image in there which looks nice. Right, as for the width and the height, I think I'm gonna have them as 120, 120. Okay, and as you can see, we still have square image view in there, and I believe if we rebuild our project, we should have a circle image view in here. Yep, and that's exactly what I expected. Okay, so as you can see in there, I don't know, let's just minimize this, and maybe let's zoom in a little bit. So on Mac, to zoom in, you'll have to click Command plus, and to zoom out, you'll have to click Command minus. Okay, so as you can see, the text in there is pretty much way too aligned with the image. And the way to fix this is we can have a margin there. So let's have a margin here, margin right, okay? margin right, let's have maybe 15 dB. As you can see, we have a nice space in there right now. Okay, we can always fix this using our magical fix key, which is Alt and Enter. Alt and Enter, replace that with margin end, and that should be fine. Okay, so now let's run our project and let's see how it looks like. And yeah, that is much better, right? Okay, so it now works exactly as before, but I think the circular image view looks much neater and indeed nice. And finally, let's get out there and let's make coding great once again. Thank you and happy coding.
أتى عهدنا يا عمان اطمئني فأمجادنا صحوة لم تنم فعهد علينا يمينا أطعنا نموت ونفنى ويحيى العلم نموت ونفنى ويحيى العلم نموت